プレイステーション
Welcome to the land of Long Live Play, where greatness is always waiting. Welcome to the PlayStation Experience. I'm one of your hosts, Delvin Cox, and with me, as always, the Platinum Princess herself, Miss Haley Nicole Miller. How you doing, Haley?
Tired. Very tired.
Yes. With us always is the false prophet of PSVG. No more the Lord and Savior, because he's taking my stick, King Snurts. How you doing, Snurts?
I am doing well. I love these king bits. I also love how I kept being like ignored as like one of the white guys. I'm like, I'm a king too, and they're like, shut the fuck up. Yeah,
that's appropriate. That's how that should work.
We
have enough white guys trying to be kings in this country.
100%. I also love how all my replies in Discord were able to be gifs of King George from the Hamilton musical. I just find that there's so many available that I could just keep going with that.
Yes.
And finally, it reminds me of like the second season of Game of Thrones, where everyone's just like, I'm the king of the north. Well, I'm the king of the beach. Well, whatever. I'm the king of the alleyway. You know?
King of the trap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I've enjoyed that little bit of silliness on the Discord.
Yeah, it was a fun week in Discord while Donnie was going. You know, that's how we do it. Well, the cat's away, the mice will play. That's it. Is Donnie a cat?
I guess so.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with Snurse, because Snurse is usually going to be shorter than everybody else. Snurse, how your week been?
It's been fine. It's been a while. It's been more than a week. We've been.
How's your year been? How's your 2025 has been?
Summer has been fantastic. We had a family gathering up in Victoria, Canada, and I got to experience Canada Day at the top of the month. So that was a lot of fun. I did some touristy stuff up there, saw the museum, walked around a bunch, ate some poutine. So that was nice. It was nice to see my family and get to hang out with my cousins and siblings, who I don't get to see that often. And then I just been playing Baldur's Gate 3 with the Dark Urge playthrough, finished that, had a blast. Glad I picked the ending that I did. And now I'm back to Diablo 4, and I bought the Hatred of Vessel add-on pack for it. So I'm experiencing all that new content, playing as a sorceress with some sparkly lightning powers. And it just kind of cracks me up. It's just like, here's lightning in a ball. Here's lightning in a line. Here's lightning in a chain. You're a lightning person. It's just it's fun also, to play, but it's just like sparkly blue stuff all over the place.
You said the title of the expansion wrong, by the way. It's Vessel of Hatred, not Hatred of Vessel.
Well, I think it's a hatred of the vessel because the vessel is being tortured by what is it, Mephisto or whatever it is. But yeah,
it is Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Yeah, he's bad.
Yes,
it's exactly it. Yeah.
Yes, I'm not even kidding. It is Mephisto.
Wow,
straight from the pages of Disney Plus.
No, I respect it. I still haven't watched that show yet. I need to watch it.
Oh, I heard about Ironheart. I haven't watched it yet.
I thought it was another enjoyable Marvel romp. I watch all this stuff. I'm into it. I really liked the crew that they had assembled together to do these heists at the beginning of the series. And it goes through some interesting concepts, but I also have like a lot of questions as well.
Did not watch a single episode yet.
Yeah, I think it's worth a shot.
Plan on watching it, though. It's not that I don't want to watch it, just haven't had time.
Yeah, you've had things happening in your home.
Fucking shit show.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I've just been chilling. I get to work from home this month, so that's been really cool. And I I maybe will get out to the theaters to see Superman and Fantastic Four. We'll see. That's the one thing I haven't.
Oh, you haven't seen Superman yet?
No, I haven't seen either. I haven't bothered getting out into the movies.
I've seen it 3 times.
Sounds about right.
There you go. Nice.
And she probably will go again.
No. I it'll probably be out of theaters before I have money to spend again. I'm so broke, dude.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes with money. Here today, going tomorrow.
No, yeah, I just WSIB has been fun to deal with.
I can imagine. But on the bright side, you got something big coming up in a couple of weeks, right?
Yeah, 23 days. I have surgery in 23 days.
That has to be extremely exciting for you, to say the least.
It is. It also makes me very nervous to be in a big city like that all by myself. So, as I was telling the nerds before the show, so I'm leaving to Toronto for the night on the 16th, staying with a friend there. And then on the 17th, my bus leaves Toronto at 11 a.m. and I get to Montreal around 6:15. So on the 17th. Is
this your first time being in Montreal?
This is my first time leaving Ontario besides to go to the U.S., yes. Yes,
that's kind of a big adventure. Has to be exciting for you to an extent also.
Yeah. I'm very nervous about it. So
yeah, I imagine it's a life-changing thing.
Yeah, I mean, the surgery itself is not the big part of my nerves. Like, yeah, there's a little anxiety around it because it's surgery, but like, it's the surgery that I've wanted forever. But like, it's just being in that big city by myself for 2 days before surgery.
Yeah, that'll do it. I think, but yeah, for those who don't know, because Haley's been talking about it a lot, and I don't know if people know what's happening exactly, but we'll fill you in.
Yeah.
Haley's finally having her transition surgery.
Yes.
Yay.
To be more specific, we could just like call the surgery the term that it has because it's a medical term. It's a very fun term to say, by the way. The surgery is called vaginoplasty. So say that 10 times fast. Don't actually do that. You will mess it up. Yes. So I have to go to Montreal for it because they don't perform it in Ontario. So
well, I think you'll hopefully find some kind of comfort, and you can just hunker down if you feel like hunkering down for a couple of days, or you can go explore a little bit if that catches your fancy. But I also get anxiety about going to new places, but I find once I get there, I don't regret taking the effort and seeing something new or just, I don't know, just being out of like your own, usual neighborhood. Like I said, I even if I have all these like thoughts going through my head, I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? What am I doing? What a pain in the ass and all yada yada yada. Like once I'm actually there, it's nice.
Oh, I love it.
So a little behind the scenes, I'm on the Chromebook today because I'm testing that it works because I'm going to take the Chromebook with me to Montreal. I'm not lugging my computer to a different province since I'm only there for 10 days, and for most of it, I'll be so surgery's on the 19th of August. And then I'm in a hospital for 2 days after that, and then a convalescence home for 6 after that, and I come back to Ontario on the 27th. So, so I'm not gonna lug my big computer around. So I'm, basically testing to make sure the Chromebook still works and is good to take on a trip. So I'll be watching a lot of television while I'm there. I'm about to finish Person of Interest. I have 7 episodes of season 4 left, and then season 5 is a shorter season. So I started that because it's on Paramount Plus here in Canada. I don't know where it is in the States because, media licensing be wild.
Is it on Paramount Plus here?
I don't know.
I don't know. I got to think about that because I have the Blu-rays for it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it is.
I know you said that you watched it and could never watch it again because of Michael something, and then I looked it up and he's not even in the show, so I don't know what you're talking about.
No, the main character.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I've heard a little bit about him being in, like, QAnon circles. What a weird guy.
Heavily into QAnon. The guy from the Passion of Christ. He's heavy into QAnon, heavy into Trump. You're like, it's not even like a little bit. It's like he's extreme with it.
Worshipping.
Yeah, he's a weirdo, and the director of a movie that he was in recently was like, "Hey, these comments are not great."
I can't remember. Jim Caviezel. That's his name.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't gone and looked into him. I'm assuming all of this is on Twitter, where I am not. So I've just been watching the show, and I've really enjoyed it. I was, I was a little upset at a certain death in season 3, but I read up that she wanted to leave the show, so, I've been enjoying that. I've seen Superman 3 times. For anybody who's not here, it's a really good movie. I enjoy it a lot, and I'm very excited for Supergirl next year. I I have not seen Fantastic Four. Probably will not see it till it comes to Disney Plus. And I've been playing like a lot, kind of, because I've had so much free time, and also trying to readjust my eyes to things. So, what have I played? I have played... Let's start with the big one for people. I've been replaying The Last of Us Part 2. I haven't got very far in it, but I've been replaying it on chronological mode.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yes. So the way that chronological mode works, they detail this in the blog post, but playing it is different in execution. I personally feel the story flows better this way. I would still not recommend somebody play the game this way if they've never played it before.
Why is that exactly?
Because all of the flashbacks are front-loaded. All of them.
Okay.
All of them come before you even get to Abby and Ellie exploring the winter area of Jackson. So, like, when you start chronological mode, it starts with Abby looking for her dad outside of the hospital. And they run into like the zebra and whatnot. Then it goes from that, it goes to it goes there. Then it goes to Joel explaining everything to Tommy, into so on and so on. But the big one that's going to throw people off is Joel's reconciliation with Ellie. Like, Ellie being like, I don't know if I can forgive you, but I would like to try. That's front-loaded. That happens like 2 hours into the game.
Okay. So they do the scene where Ellie tells Joel not to kill this guy, let him go see his family first, and then Joel kills the guy anyway, and then she all of a sudden realizes, like Batman, oh, this is not the first time this motherfucker did that shit.
I see something. There's a pattern.
So that's not a scene in the game,
right?
That's
little
not
Batman
a
pops on the shoulder.
That's not a scene in the game at all, and you know that.
It's not, huh?
That
Goddamn sure is one in the show.
That was specifically, yeah, I know it is. Do you know what else is in the show? Fucking completely changing Ellie's character.
Yeah.
What? Man, it's sure is a shame that the director of that show does not understand Ellie as a character, huh? Yeah. Yikes. I don't even like Abby, and I'm scared for this man to have his hands on Abby.
Whoa.
I need an adult.
Bro, no, but so basically where I am in the story now is I'm through all of the flashbacks. I've played after the flashbacks, you start as Abby, like exploring like around the lodge with Owen. Then you switch to Ellie and Dina doing their first little bit of the patrol where they climb up into the tower and like it's the introductory, like you've got the bong and whatnot. Then you're back to Abby after she's fallen down the cliff. And I am now back as Ellie with Dina searching through like the houses before they run into like the supermarket area. So that's where I've made it in that. What else? I've been playing all of the new Astrobot challenge levels, which has been really fun. I straight up beat all of them except the last one. The last one took me a while, but I finally beat it last night. This is the new one that added like the bots for like Cloud and Ghost of Yote and stuff like that.
Very nice.
So unlocked all of that, and so my Astrobot percentage is at 100% now. And
Does that mean you get like a Ghost of Yote inspired level to do where it's, you know, old Japan type of setting for platforming, or is it just here's the new bot in this weird setting?
No, so one of the the challenge levels are all themed around each different power up.
Okay.
So one of the level, like none of them are themed after each of these characters. There's just a specific bot tied to each one. But basically what happens is that you do the power up, unlock the bot, right? Well, Ghost of Yote is one of the first ones you unlocked. And she's a cute little bot. But the last one that you unlock is Sephiroth, right?
Okay.
So that one is like a combination level where it's like a longer level, but it's got 3 power-ups in it. It's got the dog that shoots you forward, the cymbals that flip platforms over, and the chicken that shoots you up. And you have to combine all of those to beat the level. And it took me a while, and I finally beat it last night. So that was interesting. It took me 3 minutes and 26 seconds. And the person at the top of my friends list is 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Oh, they are good at the game.
They absolutely are. They are currently asleep in the next room. So
yeah, I never feel bad not being on top of leaderboards. It's never.
I never care in the least bit.
Every few times I'm like, oh, let me see where I am in this world, and they're like still towards the bottom. Like, you should be, you peasant. Get out of here.
To be fair, I watched him beat it before me. Like, he beat it before I did. So
so you cheated?
No.
That's a fair answer.
This is not one where you can cheat. So I've also played that. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm nowhere near the end of that. That game is. I love Assassin's Creed. I love the RPG Assassin's Creed. Man, the changes they made to this one is wild, and I keep putting it down and coming back to it just because, like, half of the map is just running through trees. Doesn't make any sense.
I mean, kind of Valhalla was like that. It was huge. It's like,
I still haven't played
so big?
Shadows
yet. Okay, hold on. Valhalla being big was fine. You know why? Because I could see where I was running half the time. In this, if you're running through the woods, you can't see like half the time.
Yeah, well, that's what. Yeah, so it's all woods. There's no different types of landscapes, or you just haven't gotten out of the woods yet.
Oh no. So like there's like small villages and whatnot, but there's nothing really like massive except for like Kyoto, which, you know, is a big city in Japan even back then. But like there's not really any like high areas. So a lot of it's woods. And the routes to most of these are like, hey, go all the way around the map to get to this area, or go up a mountain. Well, if you go up the mountain, half the time you're running through the trees and can't see what you're doing. So they basically force you to take the long way around, and I'm like, no. And so I climb up the mountain, and I'm like swinging.
Maybe they didn't want like people doing the Skyrim experience of traversal, where you're just like, it doesn't matter, that horse is going up that hill.
I mean, it's very clear they did try that, because even the horse at certain points will slide down the hill, like, because you'll climb up and get to a certain point and it sends you back down. But the horse can go further, and you have to angle it specifically to get up the mountain and not be sent back.
I am all for developers trying to like make that kind of stuff not happen, because it just seems to me like I love it. I have fond memories of trying to like cheese my way through various environments and whatnot, but like just give me some good fast travel and some decent things to see along the way, and maybe it's for the better. Maybe not so sensitive like in Red Dead Redemption 2, right, where you can trip over a rock and your horse is dead, but
or you can be hit by a ram and sent flying.
Oh yeah, that's happened to me many times.
I'm sure the people remember the videos I was posting of Red Dead Redemption 2, which I want to play again, but there's some leaks out there that have some credibility, so I'm holding off. I still have not finished Red Dead Redemption 2. I love that game, but things came out and I moved on to play newer stuff. But
as one does.
So yes. Well, how many games do you play and not finish, Delvin?
Most of them.
Yeah, I think that's everybody. I don't think there's one person who finishes all the games they buy.
Hi. Every game I bought, except Baldur's Gate 3 or Red Dead, I finished. So,
I was just gonna ask. I had two examples. Those were my two examples. I'm like, wait a minute, you were just talking about how you finished a game.
Yeah,
I know, but the circumstances behind Red Dead were not the same though. Like the reason it took me, like I had to restart, is because someone spoiled the ending. So I like let it go, so I didn't so I would forget most of it, right? And then with Baldur's Gate, I get to the third act, and then I'm like, ooh, I want to start over and see different choices. That's a common thing with Baldur's Gate for other people.
It is. I've talked to many people about it, and my first question is, I'm like, have you actually completed the game? And I feel like I'm in the mind. I've completed it 3 times now, and I feel like I'm in such a minority when I talk about it. For like most people are like, by the end of Act 1 or in the middle of Act 2, they're like, oh, I want to re-roll. I wonder what would happen if I did this, which is both the beauty and the curse of that game.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh, I've also been replaying Cyberpunk because the new update came out, and I've been really enjoying that. I just did the opening of Phantom Liberty this morning, so that's good. I've played a couple other smaller things here. Like I've rented a couple games from the library. So like I started Doom the Dark Ages.
That everybody's library has all these cool games you can rent, and mine has like fucking books. The fuck wants to rent books in a library?
Yeah, I still haven't checked out my local library to see if they have games. I'm sure one of them does in the LA area.
Also, my library is like super up to date on games too, by the way, because like a game will come out next week and it'll be in the library 3 weeks later. Like somebody is on top of that shit.
I was gonna say, I wonder if the employee is like or like the person who runs the library is a big gamer, or their child or relative is, and they're like, no, we got to get this one, we got to get that one, and then they play the games first. And they're like, quality assurance, we got to make sure it works. We don't want our like lovely citizens coming in here and getting faulty equipment. We got to make sure the game works.
I wonder, is that a write-off for the library?
It's the
library isn't taxed. The library isn't taxed to begin with because hey, I just went to the store to buy this game for the library, and after I finish playing it, you have to reimburse me for this game. And it goes back to the library. Oh, the library's property. I don't think that's how that works, because I requested a game for the library that just got because like I told you earlier, I want to play Oblivion because I've never played it, but like I don't have the money to buy it right now, so it just got announced to be having a physical edition, so I requested it for the library. But the form for requesting it also has an ISBN, which means that they order it from a specific supplier that does like library stuff. So it's not somebody going to like GameStop and buying games. They're ordering from somebody
they're buying it from somebody like a company.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I tried. Go ahead.
I just imagine this like government organization of like entertainment in Canada where it's about them getting entertainment to the people, so everybody can experience it, that kind of thing. And
I mean,
it's like, what's your job? I'm just the middleman between libraries and a wholesaler to try to get them video games. I'm like, that sounds great, actually.
Yeah, it does. It's weird. So let me ask this question: Does libraries have like Blu-rays and DVDs?
Oh yeah.
So why the fuck is the library just like fucking Blockbuster? That's what it sounds like. Sounds like
because
libraries
you're not
just
buying
Blockbuster.
it, right? You're checking it
Just
out like a
renting it.
book.
Yeah, just renting it.
So our library here has had movies, CDs, audiobooks, for as long as I can remember. And then video games started about 5 or 6 years ago, I want to say. Actually, maybe longer than that, because they started with PS3 games. So like
This literally sounds like just free Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Hold on though. So there is limits. So you can rent as many books as you want at a time.
Okay.
And each book rental is 3 weeks, unless it's a new release, in which case it's 7. Right?
Okay.
So 3 weeks, and then a new release is 7. Movies are 7 days, and you can renew it if you wish. But
Okay.
most people will watch a movie within 7 days if they're renting it from the library.
Sounds better than a Blockbuster, actually.
I'm just
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the hold on. I'm waiting for the but.
Yeah, wait on the hold on. But right now it sounds better than Blockbuster.
Also, books
CD
are heavy. That's why they don't care. Like they're only going to be able to carry 4 or 5 books anyway. Like, well, you take as many as you can carry.
CDs are 2 weeks, and audiobooks are 10 days.
Okay, wait for this shoe to drop.
There's no late fees, like at all.
Okay.
And the system will auto renew for you if there's not a hold on the product. So, for example, there's no shoe to drop here, by the way.
This sounds better than Blockbuster.
But the way you were setting it up made
hold
it
up.
seem like
There's a catch.
no.
But
There's a catch.
for video,
They're doing crack in the bathroom.
Video games
like,
is the one that there
there's
is
like
a
a
catch
pothole
to.
in the parking lot that like you almost hit every time. Like I'm just like waiting for the bad part of this amazing system where people are getting free entertainment for days, if not weeks on end at their local library, and it's all from like physical print media to visual to games. Like it just it seems great. It seems like the best thing I've heard about what you talk about from Canada in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so video games is where there is a catch.
Okay,
so you have a limit of 10 video games that you can rent at a time.
That's the catch?
Hold on. I haven't finished. Video games are 7-day rentals. They will auto-renew if there's no holds on them. And they can be renewed up to 5 times. But the catch is that if there's a hold on it, for example, it does not auto-renew. It will not renew at all. And you will get bombarded by the system to return it. And they only have limited copies of each title. So, for example, I started Doom the Dark Ages because I rented it from the library. I really wanted to play that. I also can't grab that one. Delvin knows the titles that I want coming up later in the year, and I will be able to make those work due to tax credits. But right now, there's not really anything I can do about the other ones. So I've been looking at the library for them. Doom the Dark Ages, very popular, especially on the PlayStation, because the library has 2 copies for Xbox and 2 copies for PlayStation, right? For this game. The Xbox edition of this game does not get any rentals at all. None.
No one
but do you know how many
fucking Xbox?
Yeah, I know. But do you know how many holds there are on the PS5 version of the game?
200.
About 5.
Nothing about anything you said right now sounds bad.
They have 2 copies. 2 copies. 5 holds. So I'm waiting over a month for this, and by the time my number comes up to get Doom again, guess where I will be?
Oh, you'll be in Montreal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there'll be another 5 holds on it. And so the other catch.
It just sounds to me like you're going to have to find maybe one other game to play while all
okay,
that
hold on.
holds.
Out of the 10 that you can play.
I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt. I got a question too. So when you're
Yes.
bombarded by the system because it's time to send it back, are you charged a late fee after a certain period of time?
You used to be. In fact, I used to not be able to go to the library because of Destiny 1 for the Xbox.
Okay. I had you on the list, like, do not rent.
No. I had a late fee of, so basically
Throw out!
The library,
Turn around.
the library used to have a late fee, and to the point that it would get to a certain dollar amount, and then they just charged you the cost of the game and assume you're not returning it. It got to the point where I was unable to make it back to the library with a copy of Destiny 1. So they charged me $70. I'm not paying the library $70. I returned the game and they still wanted to charge me for it. So I couldn't go. But a couple of years back, they changed the system. They removed late fees entirely. They wiped my debt, quote unquote, away, and all I had to do was pay $10. So I paid the $10 and I've been able to use the library ever since. But there's no longer late fees. However, you are still, you can't just take a game. There will get to a point where they'll assume you're not returning a product. And if that happens, they will charge you for the product. But I have not seen people do that.
Police squad.
You know what I mean?
We got to go hunt down this person who's had Doom Dark Ages.
Questions about this.
Go, Delvin, go.
One, how is this library still in fucking business? Because this sounds like this doesn't benefit the library at all.
It's public funding, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Like, hey,
the library's publicly funded.
You can hold this game for 8 fucking months, and we won't care. We're not gonna do anything to you.
I'm pretty sure the amount of time you can hold it before the library assumes you're not returning it is 6 weeks.
Oh, 6 weeks.
That's a long time.
And that's
a long time
that's
for 10 games.
Hold on. That's 6 weeks after your 5 renewals.
Do you hear what I'm saying, Stutz?
Do
you see what I'm saying, Stutz?
No, Delvin and I are on the same page. So the reason this is still profitable is because of the great people of Canada paying their taxes. And so there's no profit to be made. This is just a service provided by the government.
Correct.
But also, the fact that the government is so lenient on this, because if I feel like if this was in America, they'd be like, look, you get it for 3 days, and then we're coming for you if you do not return it on the 4th day. We're going to slash your tires.
Okay.
You can't rent 10 games. You can rent one.
And you'll be happy.
My favorite. Here's my favorite part about this, by the way.
This is 100% accurate. Like this amazing service sound bad. This fucking sounds awesome.
She's like, hold on. There's something more amazing. They give you cappuccinos with whatever kind of milk you want when you're.
I don't drink coffee, but can you imagine getting that from a library? Anyways, no. Our library is so big in this city. By the way, there's our city is only 160,000 people. Not big, right? Not Toronto levels. How many branches of our local library do you think we have?
4.
3. We have 3 of them. One of them shares the building with a pool, by the way.
That also sounds awesome.
You can go to the library.
Sound bad. This sounds great.
In the same building, let's go for a swim.
Can I go swimming and read this book?
I was just gonna say, what's better than lying by a pool reading a book, right? Come on.
Yeah, this is amazing.
Fun fact: the library with the pool in it is a 10-minute walk from my apartment.
The
one on 3rd Street has a massage parlor.
The one on 5th Street has a strip club next to it. Just connecting to the library, you can read.
Actually,
get lap dances.
Hey, fun fact: there are no longer any strip clubs in the city. At all.
All right, that ruined Canada for me.
Well, they spend all that money.
Hold on, no. There's still strip clubs in Canada. There's just not in St. Catharines.
Yeah, not in St. Catharines no more. Sorry, Haley. Almost went. I killed it.
Maybe that was the shoe that finally dropped, Delvin. No more strip clubs. You got these badass libraries.
Yeah.
But
what does Delvin need a strip club for, anyways?
You see what's in strip clubs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the GTA trailer. I saw the GTA trailer.
Yes. Sorry. The games that I've rented currently. I tried New Tales from the Borderlands last night and noped out in minutes. Like, that game sucks. That game's bad.
I didn't even try that. I forgot that
Yeah.
existed.
And then the other game that I've currently rented from the library is the Until Dawn PS5 version. Just to see how bad it is, because people have said the port is not good. So yeah, that's the gist of what I've been up to. Delvin, I have not been able to like catch PSVG. So you want to catch me up? Besides yesterday telling me that your blood pressure was very high.
Nah, it's just been trash.
Uh,
Nah, we don't need to catch up. It's been horrible. I had like everybody knows the story. What happened? Like I didn't have power for like over a week, and then didn't have water for like a week and a half because of some freak accident in my house. End up paying
accident.
And it's not because of a hurricane.
No,
right? It's been clear and sunny and humid like it usually is this time of year.
Yes, correct. Essentially what happened was in my utility room, a pipe that went to the hot water heater burst, and that pipe, the leaking water from that pipe, went onto an electrical wire and caused the whole house to short out and have basically 10% power in the whole house.
Oh
yeah.
So like only like half a room had power, and it wasn't even like great. So like I had to have a week without power. Then they had to fix the water line again. Then they had to bring me a whole new meter box that I had to pay for. And then on top of that, I guess the nail in the coffin for me was while they were, because they still fixing stuff on this house about that situation. That's been what, 2-3 weeks ago almost.
Sure.
Yeah, you texted me that you got water back like 5 days ago.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. On top of that, the roof in one of the rooms were leaking, so they had to fix that. And that was like about a good $4,500.
Yeah, I think it was Dev who said was like, "Oh, the joy of owning a home," right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry to hear all that, man. That's not a lot of fun. And this is why you're doing the PSVG Delvin Cox Marathon today, right?
Yes.
Like, I got to catch up on all my podcasts. I've been out of commission for so long.
No, everybody needs me to do things today, so I'm like, all right, let me.
I very appreciate you recording today because little behind the scenes, we won't be able to record an episode in August, so I wanted to get one out.
Right. Yeah, the timing is of the essence here, right?
Yes. Also, for people who it's been a bit since we recorded, I got my own glasses now. I forgot to mention. These are my own glasses.
And they're not sunglasses. I was corrected earlier.
Yes. I do still have to wear sunglasses in stores or outside when it's sunny.
Do you have those giant sunglasses that go over your regular glasses?
I wish, because if they did, I could wear my glasses all the time and not feel like
don't they still sell those? You know what I'm talking about, with like those giant ass glasses that old people would put over their regular glasses.
Yeah, they still sell those.
Yes, I don't have any. Also,
the logical question. Well, I probably know the answer to this, but why you just didn't get transition frames? Transition frames.
The ones that go from light to dark depending on the lighting in the room.
Yeah, they turn the shades when you're outside, and they turn the regular when you're inside.
Yes, but the problem is that the inside lighting with like LEDs is still too bright for my eyes, so that's why I didn't get transitions.
But at least when you're outside, they'll turn the shade, so you'll be good.
That I get. So I have blue light blocking added to these frames because I'm looking at screens like a lot, and that's part of my job too when I am actually working. So, but you can't add both. You can't have blue light blocking and transitions in the same frames, and I only had enough to buy one pair of glasses, not two.
Gotcha.
So,
I know you can add both.
I need to get glasses.
So
these are transitional frames, by the way.
I assume if I went to like a like an actual like glasses place in person, I could probably get one or two. But the site that I ordered from, Kits, only lets you add one.
I was really hoping you were about to say, well, at my local library, the optometrist section.
Yeah. So anyways, as I've noted for people, my eyesight is heavily affected by the concussion.
Yes.
Oh, one more thing I did since the last time. Sorry, I forgot here. I went to a concert. Yeah. I went to a metal concert.
I'm sure that was good for your head. Like,
Sure,
was
that was
that
metal.
painful? Was did you wear earplugs?
The entire time, yes. Yes, I
Oh,
did.
good. Oh, yes. Oh, that's surprising me. Okay, very good.
Yeah, wait, I'm not gonna be a downer so much for people. Delvin already knows this, but I guess I should make it clear because I've talked about them a lot on this show. The day that we went to the concert is the day that I found out my grandfather died.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we had that weird coincidence where it was the same day that my grandfather passed many years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I got very, very drunk that day.
As Grandpa would have wanted.
Yeah.
Actually, Grandpa would have not wanted that. Grandpa did not like me drinking.
We had
Grandpa,
different
you got to
grandpas.
make an exception for this one.
No. And I don't mean that in a bad way. He's just like, he was proud of the fact that I rarely drink, and I still rarely drink. But I got very drunk that day. His viewing was the that just passed, so not today, but like last Sunday. And his celebration of life is on the 10th, so it's like right before I go to Toronto. But yes, no. I went and saw. It's called Summer of Loud. I went and saw like I Prevail, Beartooth, Killswitch Engage, Amity Affliction, and a couple other bands live in Toronto at Budweiser Stage. So
Cool.
yeah, it was a fun.
Sounds
time.
fun. Sounds like a lot of fun. No.
Also, I got my haircut, so
Hair looks nice. Look beautiful.
It's like semi-purple still. It'll be purple when I go to Montreal, but
Okay. It's dope.
Also, I moved positions because I was sitting cross-legged on my bed, and that
Change
was
positions. Rock the boat. Rock the boat. Work the middle. No. All right, let's get to these news stories.
All right. Great transition.
Yes.
So much to our chagrin, it looks like Star Wars Outlaws is not getting a sequel. And if they were working on one, it seems to be canceled, according to Insider Gaming's Tom Anderson, who's apparently well known to have connections with Ubisoft, has revealed that a sequel to the game has been canceled, citing the poor sales of the original as the reason. I think this kind of sucks. This was my game of the year when we did our wrap-up show. I think, Delvin, it was yours too. And I know plenty of other people in the PSVG community enjoyed the game. So it seems like the best you're going to get are those 2 DLC packs. And, for me, I enjoyed it. I got the gold edition and played through them. So if you were itching for more Star Wars Outlaws, that's all you're going to get.
You better play that gold edition.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's my favorite part. I still beat that game, and I also paid for the gold edition.
3 games. That's 3 games.
Yeah. Call it Star Wars Outlaws 1, 2, and 3 at this point, because that's what you're getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
DLC.
Also, hold on. I'm not going to finish that game. I did not enjoy that game.
No, I enjoyed it very much, especially when they did the patch to make it so you can, when the missions, like you can't just automatically fail every mission when they see you.
Yeah, that made it better, but still, not being able to carry like a weapon with you and like
They fixed that too.
They fixed that too.
Not entirely. Not entirely, I will tell you. Because you can't permanently carry a weapon with you.
No, you don't need to. It's like,
but I want to.
Well, then play another game where
you
like every other game.
Well,
so I went to go play another game where I could do that, where I have fun.
Yeah. It was a great game. I enjoyed that game a lot.
I mean, it sucks, right? Because clearly, like the excuse Ubisoft is using to say that why they've canceled this is awful. By the way, doesn't make any sense at all. That is not why you've canceled this. For anyone who doesn't know, Ubisoft is out here saying the popularity of Star Wars is dwindling, and this is why Star Wars Outlaws did not sell. No, that's not why Star Wars Outlaws did not sell. It was broken, it was busted, and it was like a heavily.
Tell that statement to a show called Andor.
Correct.
Yeah, that I didn't stop. I didn't even watch till I heard so much about it.
tell that statement to Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Like that doesn't work.
Correct.
You can't use that excuse when those games sell like hotcakes and people are hotly anticipating the third one.
Yeah, Star Wars isn't popular anymore. Let's move on. Like, no, that's not how that works.
Yeah, I think Star Wars, it's so funny too, because even when the shows aren't like widely acclaimed, it seems like everybody's still talking about it. Seems like everybody's still watching it. So, even if there's like this like weird, it seems like you're either all in or all against, depending on what show is going. It still is constantly coming out with new material, constantly coming out with content and in the zeitgeist.
Marvel.
Yeah, correct. Even when Marvel has a bad movie,
Also,
it's still being talked about and marketed and on, various things.
Also, I'm not spoiling Superman for people, but how popular is Star Wars? Superman does a fucking like Star Wars style intro. The first scene of the movie is literally a Star Wars style like.
Now I can't go see it. It's over.
Yeah. I'm not telling you what it was, but it's straight up like, absolutely. Like it's a Star Wars style. Like
it starts off since episode 4. The Empire Strikes Back on Superman.
Could you imagine? By the way,
just take the actual same scroll
and then it's like AI Marlon Brando doing the voiceover as well.
AI Marlon Brando.
Vader just pops up in Superman.
Right. It's like, it is your destiny clock.
I mean, Christopher Reeve's son is in the movie, so there's that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in
I do want to see it. I just haven't gotten myself to the theater.
His son is a news reporter. Right after basically after Lex pulls the like footage. No. I'm not going any further than that, but you know what I'm talking about. Like after that is revealed. Yeah. That reporter. And then
I'm looking him up right now. He looks just like his dad. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He's in the movie. You know who else is in the movie?
Who?
Michael Rosenbaum.
Oh yeah, he is in the movie.
He's in it for all of 5 seconds and has one of the funniest lines I've ever heard. Like, because the delivery is so like, I love Michael Rosenbaum, but this line was clearly like, I should be doing something better than this delivery.
Where's my check?
Dude, so that's why he didn't like, because Michael Rosenbaum was offered a spot in the Arrowverse Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, and basically his response was, "Where's my check?" And the fucking network was like, "Bro,
we're the CW.
We're the CW. What check?
We don't get paid for this. This is like public access."
Yeah,
I know his sister, by the way.
Welling did it. Huh?
I know his sister.
Yeah.
She's a very nice woman.
Cool. All right. Well, if you don't want to play The Last of Us, you can now read it instead.
What?
It was slim pickings. There's not a lot going on.
That's a good one. That's a good segue.
Yeah, just because like we love like talking about all the different versions of The Last of Us, and so now
here's PlayStation again. Come out with another re-releasing this goddamn game again.
Now you got 100%.
The remastered.
Correct. So The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 scripts is a 616-page book by series writers Neil Druckmann.
Oh, it's a script for the game. That's a little different. You're not reading a book.
They
both games. And the first game's Left Behind DLC. It's published by Dark Horse, and it's which also produced the series of art books and the prequel comic book American Dreams.
American Dreams is good.
If you're a collector and you need to have all the things that are The Last of Us, you can have now 14 versions of the game and a book.
I will say this about this. I would only buy this if it was like an actual copy of the script and they signed it. That would be cool. But like a book that's, hey, here's the script for The Last of Us. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah, it looks to be like a very stylized cover too, with the mushroom veins going through as they do in the intro to the movie. I mean that'd be kind of cool if it was a little bit more signatures on there and it had a little bit more of a Hollywood flair versus just kind of like a table
Table
coffee book, right?
Yeah, like-
You just kind of throw it
There you
in
go.
on there.
Here's The
Give
Last
me-
of Us, the script, the book.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Are
want
you watching Expendables 4 and bored? Pick up this book. It'll
Yeah.
help you pass the time.
Yeah. Here's Expendables, the book.
Yeah.
Like, get this book out of my face.
I feel like this is something that would only be given as like a gift. You're like, Haley, we know she likes this game. Let's get her this book.
That does sound like something that.
Do
somebody who doesn't really know
not
you.
buy me the script for this game. I can't even read the books I own right now. Do not buy me a
That
book.
does sound like what a parent would get their child.
Right.
Instead of the actual game. Like, oh, we know our daughter Haley likes this game. Let's get her the book for the script of it. Here.
Or like your out of touch supervisor or boss is like, like they're doing a white Christmas or a white elephant Christmas at the office. And they're like, well, I know like a lot of these dorks love video games. Let me get them a book.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else on that?
I mean, so like it's interesting. You don't see a lot of video games have their scripts released, but like it's still an odd choice. How much are they charging for this?
Oh, I closed it already, but
Probably
I'll look at it.
$4,000.
$50. I don't know.
That's probably what it costs. That sounds about right.
I was thinking 50.
It's 616 pages, so yeah, probably like $50, $100. It's probably gonna be expensive.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a new. The prick of the brick went up, right? So it should be 90. Here we go. $70.
See, I was close.
Okay, so they're charging like $90 for this in Canada. Great, cool.
But when you think about it, you get 2 games and a DLC involved. So like that's totally worth
all on
70,
paper,
right?
and no, that's dumb. Don't do this. Don't.
All right, Battlefield 6 reveal trailer. I like it just feels like every other modern first-person shooter trailer that I have seen in the last decade.
I'm not watching that shit.
Nothing really stood out to me. I played the latest Battlefield that's only multiplayer because I think it was free a few times. I don't know. Is this dead? Are we done with these big first-person shooters and it's just Call of Duty?
I'm done with Battlefield.
Or will Battlefield make some actual headroads here with their vehicle combat?
A little bit, but yeah, I'm done with Battlefield.
Fucking Battlefield can rot. I've never enjoyed Battlefield ever. I barely enjoy Call of Duty, and the only thing about Call of Duty I enjoy is the story, usually.
Yeah. I think this was mentioned on the main show too. That like, what, just sell me the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Get $30-$40, just give me a campaign and I'll be happy. Also, I do feel like this is a game that'll be out there, and within 2 years, some version of it will be free because they're trying to boost the multiplayer.
100%.
So it's like I'm always kind of like with these with like Call of Duty and with Battlefield and these other big, just seems to always be a new one type of shooters. I just usually wait for them to either be under $20 or free before I play the campaign.
Free is the answer.
Yeah. All right. So no one was impressed. Cool. All right. I'm gonna go out of turn here. I'm just because this one's quicker. My personal favorite brawler game that's going to be coming out hopefully in Q4 of this year got 2 more characters. That's Marvel's Cosmic Invasion. They added Beta Ray Bill and Silver Surfer. I think it's great that they added a alternate Thor and not just Thor himself.
I do
really
too.
Happy to see that.
I know people shit on it, but yeah.
Can we just have you seen the other news relating Cosmic Invasion?
Which one?
To quote Doctor Strange, that feels weird, but I'll allow it. Why is Josh Keaton voicing Spider-Man and not Yuri Lowenthal?
Oh, I don't know. That went over my head, but they, people switch around.
Hold on, though. So, Delvin knows what I'm talking about. Josh Keaton is the Spectacular Spider-Man, and
Correct.
also Spider-Man in the movies, like the animated movies. But
correct.
But when I think modern day video game Spider-Man, I think Yuri Lowenthal.
I do too.
This feels weird, but I'll allow it. Why is Josh Keaton voicing Spider-Man in Cosmic Invasion?
I think it's because it's a retro feel, so they wanted to bring someone back from the past. I don't know.
Yuri Lowenthal has voiced Spider-Man in video games for 15 years, sir. How retro are we going?
Very retro.
15 years ago too was like not the brawler era, right? I love how we're having like a kind of a renaissance of these side scroller brawlers. It's not, and it's not just the ones with the
Josh
big
Keaton
IP.
and Yuri Lowenthal are almost the same age. So like,
Okay,
That is kind of
Like-
wild when you think about it.
like, why?
Spectacular Spider-Man was a long time ago.
it was a
Yes,
long
it
time ago.
was. It was a very
Yeah.
long time ago.
Yeah,
That
I
show
also
is
like.
so old. They had like that show is so old that they were debating whether or not they could kill Gwen on TV.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it is people still want that show to come back, and people like Josh Keaton as Spider-Man. So I guess
I mean, he's
in that
don't get me
aspect, it
wrong.
makes sense.
He does good as Spider-Man. I do not have a problem with his acting. Like Peter B. Parker is great. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, bro, when I think video game Spider-Man, I think as my voice fucking cracks for some reason, I think Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too. At least video game version, yeah.
Yeah.
I also, my one critique of when I was watching the trailer is some of the animation with Silver Surfer looks so stilted because he's just kind of like on a board moving left or right.
Yeah.
So I hope it gets a little bit flashier for that. But I haven't played the Silver Surfer since that Ultimate Marvel game that they had, where you had that huge roster of characters. So I'm happy to see the Power Cosmic come
Ultimate
back
Alliance.
to.
What
Yeah.
was the Marvel fighting game? And this is not Ultimate Alliance, but I don't remember. It was an original Xbox title. But like one of the things was that like it wasn't like symbiote Spider-Man, but one of Spider-Man's costumes was like he was covered in metal. Like,
Oh, is
Are
that
you-
the Shield one where it's like silver and black and he
Are you talking about Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects?
yes.
And that came right off my head because I used to play that game.
there you
Dude, I
go.
fucking loved that game. I always played fucking Spider-Man in that game.
Yeah, I remember that game. It was fun for what it was.
Yeah, so for
It was like a Marvel fighting game, wasn't it?
Correct.
Yeah. It
so
was
kind of like the turtle fighting game back in the day there, Delvin?
No, it was like Injustice before Injustice. Like it was pretty dark.
Yeah, it was
okay.
a Marvel. I want to say like the graphics were. It wasn't. It was a 2D fighter, but it was. I want to say the graphics were like 3D-ish.
Yes. Yeah.
Quasi.
Yes.
All right, right on. I just love, again, for this game coming out, that they have the hits. You have your Cap, you have your Wolverine, you have your Spider-Man, whatever. But they're also pulling versions of these characters because there's a ton of Hulks, there's a ton of Iron Mans, there's a ton of Thors, and I like how they're
like that.
picking different versions of it that aren't necessarily in all the other content that we're getting from Marvel right now. And I hope we get to see more just like random obscure characters come to
Hear me out.
light.
Put Howard the Duck in the game. Give him
Make them ridiculously powerful too, just like
Yes.
dropping martini glasses, laying eggs, whatever.
that would be a smart idea.
Hear me out. Put Spider-Gwen in the game. Literally.
That should be a given.
Yeah.
I mean, you say that, but literally, look at what fucking. Has it been long enough that I can talk about the end of Spider-Man 2 yet?
Spider-Man 2 is the 90s Spider-Man?
No,
No, the video- I
Spider-Man
think she's
2
referring
as
to the
the
video
video game.
Oh, yeah. It's been long.
Yeah, okay. Slight spoilers in case anyone hasn't seen it, but bro, you'd say that like that's obvious, and yet the fucking Spider-Man 3 is gonna have Silk and not Spider-Gwen. The fuck are we doing?
Yeah, that's weird. I get it.
Like-
I get it. But, I feel like you should be establishing characters like Spider-Gwen because you've already established it in the Spider-Verse. So you should, if I was Marvel or Sony for that matter, I have characters that people are resonating with, like let's say Spider-Punk or Spider-Gwen, I would try to get them any and everywhere I possibly could
Yeah.
to keep their popularity high, not just
Oh.
hide them.
Also, Delvin, I'm
Well,
sending you a
Miles-
photo, but like,
Miles Morales 2
I got this.
into the Spider-Gwen.
Yes.
This is going in the Discord channel so Snerds can see it, but I also got this while we're talking about Spider-Man. I got a hoodie for $15.
A hoodie for
okey-dokey.
$15.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, that's dope. That is a dope
Yeah.
hoodie.
Nice. Yeah. who knows? We'll see. I wonder how many people they're going to have for DLC for this one as well.
That's a
Maybe we'll
great
get
question.
lucky in the end.
Is this free to play or is it charging? Do we know?
No, I think
charging.
this is going to be like the Shredder's Revenge or Rita's Rewind. I think it's going to be like 30,
Correct.
maybe $40.
Yeah.
I mean, with the hype that they have going, I would spend $40 for this, especially like with the way the roster is developing. They already sold me on their concept. They have proof of success, which to me would warrant giving them a little bit of extra change for this one.
Yeah, I agree. It looks great.
Also, they're mixing it up. You get to pick 2 characters and switch on the fly, or have them come in and do assists. Like that really sounds fun to me. So if you want to play a Silver Surfer and She-Hulk, you're going to have here's the game for you.
Game looks dope. Looks really good.
All right. PS5 console update. We talked about this a little bit on PSVG, but you're now going to have the ability to, or maybe it was on XP. I don't know. They all blur together.
No, it was on PSVG. Me and Dev talked about it.
Yeah, this was this was new. Like this is like this week.
Yeah. So we already knew about the controller sync to multiple devices that's coming down the pike. But what they also announced is this power save mode, which will be in a beta version for certain users, I believe. And it's going to be an optional way to scale back performance so you can save power. So if you're like Delvin, who's constantly having power outages, and maybe this will be good. But I think the vast majority of people aren't really going to want to reduce the quality. That's why you're paying all this money for your PlayStation. But maybe if you want to save the planet more, if that's something up your alley, or if you are in a situation where maybe you're camping and you only have like a generator and you can't do a lot of juice. I don't know. The weird things.
Hold on. Who takes a PlayStation 5 camping?
I guarantee you there's a 15-year-old child with a very wealthy parents who have like the big ass RV who is going to
That's not camping.
Letting little Timmy play PlayStation.
That's modern era camping. That's glamping.
Right? It's glamping.
That is RVing. That is not camping. There's a difference.
Not this generation.
For some people, no.
They call it glamping, Haley. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're going camping, the whole point is to get away from the electronics, is it not?
No.
No, camping is when rich people pretend to be poor.
Yeah. I've been doing that. I've been camping my whole life, apparently.
I forget whose joke I stole that from. That's some comedians I'm ripping off.
That's fine. Still
sounds like an old style Chappelle joke. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. Sony doesn't go into great detail about what scale back performance means, but it does mention in some small print text at the bottom of the post that Power Saver won't support VR games and that some gameplay features may be limited.
Look here, Sony. We're not playing VR.
They know we're not playing VR. They stopped supporting it.
Yeah, you need not worry about that. We're not playing VR.
It did crack me up the way they wrote this article, though, that they were like, and in the final, like, you know, it's like we got this big new thing, power saving, everything doesn't support VR. Yeah, it seemed like they're being shady about it. Yeah,
that's their big feature. You can save power. God.
Yeah, I can't imagine like that working too. Like, you know, your figurehead dad comes in and he's like, you guys are spending electricity is too expensive, power save mode all week for the PlayStation. Like, no,
you gotta play The Last of Us in 720p.
Yeah, 25 frames. Anyway, so I don't know if anybody's going to be using it. I do find it an interesting concept. I just don't know like why.
I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Just to see what it looks like. And to see how it runs.
Yeah, well, that's not in the update. It has to be, that's like later. The system setting is there, but you can't use it in beta. And I did not apparently get invited to the beta test this time, which is weird.
They knew we were busy.
Yeah, probably. Like, she's not going to be in town anyway.
Well, usually Dev sends me a code if I don't get in, so.
I don't think he got in either.
That's actually weird.
He probably did. I don't remember if I got anything for the beta.
I mean, if you did get in, you have a code that you can share with 5 people usually. So
I will check.
I can't wait. Like, all right, here we are at a PlayStation experience, and like here's our games that we love, only shittier.
Yeah, of lesser quality.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to dive into this crap. Anyway, speaking of crap, Death Stranding's photo mode being used to bypass aid verification. So, for those who don't know, the UK has passed apparently some new laws that require some users or users of porn or other adult content to have an age verification check. And people have found a way to use, and this is all rumor. We haven't had they say like this is going around the Discord and the Reddit.
Okay, hold on. I have seen video proof of someone using this.
So you have. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Because what I read, it seems like we think this is happening, but we don't have anything concrete just yet. And that's why I shared in our doc the actual photo, because I find it hilarious. So apparently Death Stranding's photo mode, especially if they're on the beach, can create such lifelike images that it will pass through this filter that's supposed to age verify you and allow you to look at the adult content, even though it's not your face or your name.
Also, this doesn't just apply to porn or like video games or Discord. This is applying to Wikipedia. Doesn't matter what the article is. You need to do this to look at Wikipedia in the UK.
I see.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of wild.
There's already a petition in the UK's like parliament system to get this removed because it's stretching too far already. You can't even look at Wikipedia without verifying your ID.
No,
ridiculous.
That's not right. Especially with the Brits too. I mean, I know they don't have like the First Amendment like we do, but they do like to provide information to their people.
We also don't have the First Amendment either, but we do have like we don't have freedom of speech. We have freedom of, I believe it's
Putin.
No, it's freedom of expression or something like that, where like it's the same concept, just not called the same thing.
Syrup.
But I just find it hilarious that they have this like kind of like Big Brother draconian law. Because this is where I feel real American. You let me look at my porn and any way I want to.
I fucking hate this shit. The whole idea that they're like, hey, to solve this problem, we want all of you people's IDs and your face scan, so we can put it in our register.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous.
Also, they claim that this is only stored on your device, but how do you prove that?
Bullshit.
Like at all?
All this stuff ever gets out. They always have leaks. We have all these systems in place to make sure that everything's going to be okay and your data will be saved. And then 2 weeks later, some hacker figures out the back door.
So what happens if my data gets out there? Because you've asked for my license, you've asked for my facial recognition, and my data gets out there for the world to see, the internet to see, these hackers get it. So how am I going to be compensated for this? And that's one of those things that you really can't fix. Like once your license get out there and your picture gets out there, it's kind of really hard to like put that out back in the bud. You know what I mean?
Well, and also like, what if you're looking for a job and someone's like, oh, I see this candidate on Indeed or LinkedIn, and then like, let me do a Google search on them to see like what they're. Oh, it turns out they really love gigantic asses on Pornhub, and here are all the hits with his photo and name, and I'm just like, I don't want that. I don't want that. It's privacy. Come on, privacy.
I feel like we're straying further and further away from that, and I think that's the problem. I think with all the things they're doing with AI, and years ago, people was talking about how these companies are asking for the most important thing, like especially Twitter, is your data, and that's why a lot of these companies are like these, especially social media companies, are free because they want your data, they want your algorithm, and they've been selling them to other companies, and facial recognition and stuff like that. So now looking back at that stuff, it's like, ooh, they're going further and further deeper into this, kind of get all as much data on you as they can. I'm not a fan of it, to say the least. It's very alarming.
And it's always in the name of like the Helen Lovejoy approach to things, as I call it, where it's like, don't somebody think of the children?
Yeah.
We can think of the children and protect children in different ways without creating this like database of people and their web browsing habits.
Yeah. And also another thing is all these people are putting all their IDs and their facial scans in there. I'm quite sure that's going into some AI algorithm.
Sure.
So people can create AI off of your likeness, and I think like this is gross. This is fucking gross.
So maybe Death Stranding should add like a new marketing campaign where they're like, not only is this from one of the award-winning creators and celebrities of the industry, you can also bypass stupid laws from the UK.
Yes, and the U.S. for that matter, because there's a lot of states that's implementing age verification for a lot of different things. Florida's one of them.
Oh, really? So
Yeah.
are they doing like more serious checks on that kind of stuff? I mean, it doesn't surprise me that Florida
you
is
can't
one of
look
them.
at Pornhub in Florida without also age verification, apparently. So.
On porn sites in general in Florida, not all of them have implemented it yet. But Pornhub literally said, "Nope, we're out. We just can't use Pornhub in Florida." That's the
There
thing.
you go. Yeah,
Like,
all right.
we're not doing
Yeah,
it.
I'm sure you have a VPN though, sir.
No, well, not for Pornhub. I have a VPN for AEW wrestling to save me money.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Because
Delvin doesn't need it. He has enough ladies lining up. He doesn't need no damn porno.
But yes, because in other countries the AEW pay-per-views are like half price. Here it's like $50, $60. But if I buy the pay-per-view in, let's say Lithuania, it's $20.
What?
Good old Lithuania coming through.
Good old
again.
Lithuania, yeah.
How much is a pay-per-view for AEW regularly?
$60, Haley.
But you switch to Lithuania and it's like 20. What the fuck?
Correct. Other countries get our pay-per-views way cheaper. UFC is the same thing, by the way.
I've never watched UFC or AEW. I'm not a wrestling fan. You know this.
Well,
UFC's or mixed martial. I know UFC is mixed martial arts, but like you get what I mean.
Yes.
Also, the name of this service in the UK is called K-ID. Get the fuck out of here. What the?
Oh
kid?
yeah,
You're calling this
I
thing
believe
kid?
I believe it's
What
the
the
kid.
fuck?
The kid's information detection something.
Nope. That just
Don't
sounds
like it.
bad. That sounds like Jared from Subway type of shit.
Yes, it is.
That is absolutely Jared from Subway type shit.
What the fuck? So UK, thank you. Like sometimes I feel like it's the United States who's only batshit crazy, and then every once in a while the UK is like, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Let's put out this program. What are we gonna call it? Let's call it Kid. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
I do say that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Like,
Them tea and
that
crumpets
was-
that got going to their motherfucking head.
that was an on point fucking British accent. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Great British accent.
My British accents come and go. I know certain things like Michael Caine talks down.
Hello, governor.
Yeah.
Some people-
Get this for
some-
breakfast. Is it
Some
St.
people
Women's
just want
Days
to watch
already?
the world burn.
Yes.
Yes, Master Wayne. Yeah.
Master
All right.
Wayne.
Enough of that silliness. That's all I got. That was our main topic.
Wait, hold on. That was our main topic, and you're not even
Hell
going to
yeah.
mention the fucking Ghost of Yote State of Play?
Nope.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
I didn't watch it. Did you?
I did watch it. I don't remember any of it, though.
That's very appropriate.
Yeah, very good. See, it's been so long.
like,
that we missed that train.
but, like,
it went over.
You know, I am excited for that. Erika Ishii is playing.
Are you?
Elite. Yeah, what?
Are you excited for it? Because you didn't even watch State of Play either. None of us watched it.
I did watch the State of Play. I just forgot what happened in
You
it.
forgot everything that happened.
I mean, I know that the hot springs are back.
As it
And
should
there's a
be.
wolf, and they have multiple weapons this time instead of just
Yes.
katanas.
And you also have a gun,
Yes,
and it's 300 years after.
correct. Yeah, see, we got it. All the notes are there. This is one of those games that they already have my money, and the less I know about it, the more I'll be surprised when I actually play the game.
I agree. I'm the same way.
That's fair.
So I watched the teaser trailer. I heard Dev talk about it. While I was probably cooking or doing something else while watching PSVG, and I was like, "Yeah, it sounds like it's good." Dev hasn't shat on it yet, so that means it's going to be great. Because
Dev's probably not going to shit on it. But here's what I've got before we get to the questions for the show.
Well, I have something for you about that, by the way.
Okay.
To add on to that, to add some context and some more levity to it. Ghost of Yote's State of Play has been watched more than Sony's Summer Showcase.
Nice.
That's not surprising.
Yeah. Ghost of Yote dedicated State of Play has been hugely successful, raising the profile of the upcoming PS5 release. In fact, 3.2 million views as time of this writing. This is the article by Push Square, by the way. That is, and to clarification, Sony's Summer State of Play, which aired June 4th, right now has 3 million views.
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
I think that kind of says that people want PlayStation exclusives.
Sure.
And
of course they do.
no, like
Yes,
they
they
really want
absolutely
PlayStation
do.
exclusive. The fact that they're starving for them. The fact that they have been that the State of Play, this State of Play has done more than a whole summer showcase. Says everything we need to know. People are hungry for PlayStation exclusives by the big studios, and we haven't gotten that this generation. So this game is hype behind it. There's building behind it. I think that's good.
We've had our summer of Xbox on Sony. Okay,
Yeah.
It's been fun. But I agree, the hype is there. And if you think like those views even translate to half initial sales, and they're getting like 1.5 out the gate, and then eventually up to 3 or 4 million, I would think. I think there is a lot of hype for this game because the first one was so good and so defining for the console. It's one of those things that you bring up in addition to Spider-Man. Or The Last of Us. There are certain just big title games that people want, and that's why they have a Sony PlayStation, and they want to use their toy. And I get it. I've been having so much fun playing, Indiana Jones,
Yeah, which is true.
and other games that aren't exclusives this summer. So I've been fine, but I will be there. This is one of the games that I plan to pay for full price day one.
So this is where I was going with my question is, what games for the rest of the year are that both of you excited in before we get to our questions? Because this is not one of the questions that was asked from people, but it's a question I have.
Ghost of Yote, of course. Is it Metal Gear this year?
Metal Gear, I believe, is August 21st.
Metal Gear. The Silent Hill game, what is it called? F2, I think it's called.
I think it's Silent Hill F, yes.
Silent Hill F. Shoot, we didn't even talk about the other PlayStation centric topic that we didn't discuss. I'll look at it right now because this is part of one of the games I was excited for this game. That's supposed to Directive 8072, I think it's called, the Dark Pictures Anthology game.
Oh, Directive 8020, yes.
Yes. I was excited for that one, but that got delayed until next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dark Pictures Anthology Directive 8020, which is, for those who don't know, is kind of like a space horror game that kind of feels like Aliens. That made by the people who make the Dark Pictures Anthology games. Looks amazing. I'm excited for it. So if you like those games, apparently it's coming out next year. After already being delayed a year, by the way.
Yeah, that's wild. Snurts, what are you excited for?
Two that we've already talked about on this show: the Marvel Cosmic Invasion, as well as the Ghost of Yote, are the two on my radar.
That's all you're excited for?
That's all that I have off of the top of my head, too, that I know is actually coming out this year. I feel like when I was watching the State of Play, everything was coming out in 2026.
Yeah, okay. It seems like a lot of stuff's getting delayed, or it's another.
I mean, I could do a little Google search of what's coming.
I will tell you the games that I want that are coming for the rest of the year. So there's Gears of War Reloaded in August.
I forgot that's coming out August. Yeah, that's a good one.
There was Dying Light: The Beast in August, which I get for free because I paid for Dying Light 2's Ultimate Edition, but that just got delayed to September 19th, so that's now September. In September, there's Borderlands 4. I'm very excited for that. I love Borderlands. And then in October, there's Ghost of Yote, and there's The Outer Worlds 2.
There you go.
Some good choices.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized when we talked about games, I didn't even talk about the fact that I've been playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4.
Oh, how do you like it so far?
Well, I beat it. I've unlocked all the pro goals, so like the 5 extra goals for each level. I just haven't done those yet. It's good. it's definitely weird for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 levels to not have like the career mode, but like half of those goals weren't even that good. A lot of what made Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4's career mode interesting was like the mini games, which are not in here. Like you can't play tennis in college or whatnot, and zoo is like empty and turned into a challenge level. You can still free the elephant in London, but it's different.
Okay.
It's a fun time. But I had a blast with that, and I'll be playing that for a while, like on and off. Like it's not one that I'm gonna like only play it, right? But like I've been playing it on and off. It's a good time. But yeah, the rest of the games that I want are probably going to be paid for with tax credits. So
okay.
Yeah, Gears of War is a good one to add to that, I suppose. But I that's just like all these legacy Xbox franchises coming to PlayStation. I'm like, I'll just get it to it eventually. Like the things that I'm actually excited about that I get hyped from when I see the post on the social medias or a new trailer on the YouTube is Yote and the Marvel invasion.
I don't know. I love the Outer Worlds 1, so I'm excited for the Outer Worlds 2, and I love Borderlands 4. The Siren is pink this time.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
I like playing as a Siren in Borderlands.
That's a good character.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that the most popular class, and that's why they bring it back
Not usually. Siren is brought back every game except for pre-sequel. But Siren is brought back every time because the Siren isn't a huge part of Borderlands lore. Snurts, I don't know if you're familiar with the lore of Borderlands, but for anyone who's not, the lore
I'm familiar enough.
Okay, but for anyone who's not, the lore of Borderlands says there can only be 7 active Sirens at a time. The character we're playing as now would be Siren number 7. So it's very interesting to see what they do and whether or not that rule stays true.
Gotta kill some of these Sirens off now so you can have.
That's what I was thinking.
They did already kill one Siren, and they said they've killed another, but given what the part of the premise of 4 is, I do not think the other Siren they've said they've killed is dead. So
Okay.
Coming this summer, Borderlands 7, Sayonara Sirens.
Are the Sirens like the Doctor, like how Doctor Who is? Like
There you go.
We only can have 13 doctors.
Hold on. So to be fair, you could only have 12 regenerations. Then they gave the Doctor more regenerations.
Yeah.
So yes,
there was supposed to be 12 doctors, and they're like, people still like this shit.
Yes. And so now we're up to 15. Oh wait, he regenerated, and now the Doctor is now Billy Piper apparently. Which for anyone who doesn't know, was the companion he started with and fucking when the show came back in 2005. Anyways, weird. Doctor Who is weird. I like Doctor Who, but it's definitely weird.
It gives me some anime vibes too for like DBZ. It's like, well, we got Super Saiyan 1, we got Super Saiyan 2. That one has the sparkly bits.
Yeah. Anyways, your question about
they were like,
Sirens.
Oh, we're done with blonde. Let's do blue.
Okay, hold on. Your question about Sirens. Yes, when a Siren dies, their power goes to someone else.
Yes.
It's not. They don't respawn as the new person. The Siren power transfers to another individual.
It's like the Matrix of leadership in the Transformers.
There you go.
Sure. Yes.
I don't know
much about. I don't know much about Transformers.
Okay.
I just like
Matrix, the Ultra Magnus.
That's where you get Rodimus Prime.
Yeah. My favorite.
Sure.
Autobot. Second favorite Autobot.
I was gonna say, really, Optimus Prime is the GOAT, dude.
Yeah. He's my favorite. Rodimus is my second.
I don't know about Transformers lore.
It's
I
okay.
just like big robots fight.
That is the majority of it.
That is what it is.
Along with classic lines like Autobots roll out.
Okay, hold on. Also, the most Transformers I have seen is the live-action Michael Bay movies, so probably not the best.
That is a sin. That is upsetting.
Generation 1 is great, and so is that one that's been out recently with the origins of Prime and Megatron.
Yes. Transformers 1 is excellent.
Transformers 1, yes.
Okay, well, also, again, just fucking, I don't know.
One shall rise and one shall fall.
Transformers 1 is excellent. No, not Beast Wars.
I've never seen Bumblebee.
No, don't do Beast Wars.
Yeah. Transformers Prime is really good. Great TV show.
Really? Okay. I'll
Yes.
have to keep
Prime
that in
is an
mind.
excellent TV show. It's a really great modern retelling of the Transformers story.
Okay.
And because there's not as many Transformers as the cartoon has, it's easy to get like the follow the story and stuff like. It's really good. Transformers Prime is excellent. It's the
So it's
best
more you
Transformers.
actually do like character development because you're not just trying to get the
Yes.
new toy in front of people's faces
Correct.
with whatever gimmick that they're selling. Yeah, I
Yes.
gotcha.
And The Rock is in the first episode.
The Rock?
Yes, he's in the first episode.
The
of Transformers.
hierarchy of power in The Rock is about to change. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, but The Rock is
Well-
also in
well-
G.I. Joe, so he's in 2 Hasbro things here,
Yeah.
which means
He's in the
like,
first episode, and if you don't like The
Uh-huh.
Rock, you'll like the first episode.
Oh yeah, because he gets
Oh,
killed
cool.
off. I'm assuming.
Slight spoilers.
I still like how they're like, we're
For
gonna
a
make
show
our
I've
villain
not
turn
seen.
it into a gun. Such a
Did you well, this is a small side tangent. Speaking of The Rock, did anybody check out the James Gunn interview about,
where he basically shat on The Rock for 45 minutes.
where
Oh,
he was
really?
talking about how they hyped up Henry Cavill about coming back to be Superman, and that was never in the plans?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I
basically,
see.
Snurts, what happened is the Rock basically like started hyping up that Cavill was coming back as Superman on the day that James Gunn and Peter Safran signed the deal to run DC Studios.
Yes.
And they made clear to WB at the time of signing this deal, their goal was a reboot and a start over for the movies.
Yes.
And at the same time, The Rock is straight up trying to hype up Cavill coming back for a Shazam versus Superman movie, which, by the way, cool concept, but when it's The Rock and Henry Cavill, that movie is not ending in a satisfying way because of The Rock's contract. For anybody who doesn't know, The Rock is not allowed to lose fights on air, ever.
Also,
That is-
for those who don't know, The Rock was trying to be the lead of DC.
Yeah.
yes.
He wanted
Yeah,
he
no,
wanted
that-
70
he was-
bucks production to take over it, and apparently they were like, what's the guy named David Zaslav? Was like, no.
Yeah,
not doing that.
They literally were like, no. They'd signed the deal. And so James Gunn and Peter Safran went to Henry Cavill and were like, hey, this was poor timing. Like, we didn't know about this. Like, we didn't know anyone was trying to do this. Our goal is a reboot. However, eventually down the line, if we find a role that we think fits you, we will come to you with it. And if you wish to be in the movie, you can be.
Yes.
Right? So he might be in the DCU at some point. He's not Superman, though.
No. he's
Right? Like, he's not going to be Superman. But The Rock basically fucked him over, which, by the way, is a big part of why Henry Cavill dropped his agent. Because, little known fact, does anybody want to guess who Henry Cavill's agent was?
The Rock's agent on his company.
No, it was his wife. It was The Rock's wife.
Danny Garcia, yeah. She's
Yeah.
under his company. $7 Productions.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I just knew I was vaguely familiar with all that, and I knew that The Rock was pushing this movie so hard.
Mhm.
Yes.
And he wanted it to be so big. He wanted to make $1 billion so bad that it just reeked of desperation every time I saw him do any
And
kind of
also,
promo
Black
for it.
Adam had good choices in the movie. It was not a good movie, though.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was entertaining.
It was fine, but choices made in that movie don't make any sense. And also, let's not even talk about the Flash movie, because by God,
That was awful.
that it's so bad. Also, why the fuck are you putting a baby in a microwave? That is an actual scene in that movie, by the way, Snurts. If you've not seen it, they put
Yeah,
a
I've seen
baby in a microwave.
So
Blue Beetle not that bad.
what
Blue
I
Beetle
liked
was actually
about
pretty good.
Black Adam was Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
That was
And
good.
I liked the actor who played Hawkeye. I thought, not Hawkeye. Sorry,
It's Hawkman. Yes.
Hawkman. Sorry, I got my
Yes.
Hawks mixed
He was
up
good
there.
too.
And so I thought it was a very fun cast, but what got old for me, because it wasn't even like a running bit after a while, which is sad. He would always like, I'm an anti-hero because I don't save people, and then he throws somebody like across the desert or something like that. And
he
they
keeps
did
telling
that
us he's the anti-hero.
over and over and over again. And then they had that one scene where the kid was using the power of skateboard to take on armed mercenary groups. And I was just
that's
like,
what skateboarders do.
I was
Yeah.
like, what Michelangelo nonsense is this? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Because who
No.
do I want to take out all mercenaries? Skateboarders.
I
Yeah.
saw
Tony
better
Hawk fans.
skateboarding bits in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Meet Batman when Alfred was giving Michelangelo shit for skateboarding in the mansion. Yeah, so I enjoyed Black Adam as a ride because, like, again, I am into this kind of shit. So if it is passable, if I'm entertained, if I can watch it at home in comfort on something that I already subscribe to, I'm in. But there was no way in hell that Black Adam was going to reset or maybe not reset, but like, help shift back the DCEU into something that was going to be a viable product. And the writing was on the wall for some time.
Yeah.
So that was our DC tangent.
All right.
Yeah.
You want to get to these questions then?
Yes. Let's get to the questions as the cat jumps on the bed.
Yeah, I see you having pussy problems, Haley.
Hey, I'm just going to be Ed McMahon now.
I mean,
those.
I'm having more problems than that if people want to share my Blue Sky post. So
I don't know what that is. I'm scared to look.
yes, it's fine. You know what my Blue Sky post. You know what Blue Sky is, but I have a post on Blue Sky. If people want to share it, that would be super helpful.
Okay, gotcha.
I just posted it. So
all right.
Supposed to be podcasting, Haley. Get out the damn social media.
as if Delvin and I haven't been texting while we've been recording. So
that's what happens. That's what's the kind of this guy's like. Look at this white motherfucker just here at the bottom of the screen. I can't believe all the bullshit. He doesn't even know what the hell we're talking about, and we have so many good. God, why is he even on this show?
Yes. All right. Our first question from Ben. Ben asked, do we feel Sony has one more big holiday title outside of Yote?
I don't think so. No.
No.
Will we hear news about potential Sony games for next year before the holiday? Probably. But I don't think they're gonna have a big one this year. And unless this is like being outsourced to a port company, what I can say is we basically have confirmation that if an Infamous remaster collection happens, it's not being worked on right now. So that's, which is a shame, by the way, because that's easy money sitting in Sony's pockets. And they're not on. So here's the thing: something is definitely going to happen with Infamous, and I can tell you that for certain, only because you can't play them on PS Now. They've been removed from PS Now, so you cannot stream them.
I'm surprised we didn't get a remaster of Second Son.
That was also talked about, and if they do a remaster collection, I'm assuming it'll be all 3 games at once.
Because Second Son seems like that would be a lot easier to remaster.
It sure would. It's a PS4 game. I mean, it looks great, but it could use being ported to PS5. And I would easily love to get all those trophies again. That was a fun time.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's no holiday. I don't think there is, unless it's maybe if it's something like an Astrobot type game. Something on that level I can see happening. I doubt it, but something on a smaller scale, like, hey, here's another Little Big Planet game.
Maybe you get like another set of Astrobot levels.
Yeah.
Maybe. Although I don't think so, because when you beat the level that it took me 3.5 minutes to beat, you get a thank you for playing message. So I think Astrobot, like the current one, is done. I don't know, but like usually you don't get a thank you for playing message when you finish a level.
Yeah. Sackboy's Bigger Adventure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, and nothing from Sony. We might have some other Xbox games coming to the platform, or some widely released multi-platform games, but I don't. I think Yote's it.
Yeah, I can see that. All right. Our next question is from Four-Tail Fox, and they ask, does Silksong actually exist, or is it an experiment to see how many times we can have our hopes and dreams crushed? I think that is the question that I think it is Correct. It's the latter.
Yeah.
Silk Song is not a real game. They just want to crush your hopes and dreams.
Is
So
this the Hollow Knight new edition or new
No,
game?
Silk Song is oh yeah, no, it is Hollow Knight.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Silk Song is basically, they say that it'll be out by the end of this year. I don't believe that at all. The game is apparently, for people who are like deep in Steam files, frequently being updated, but like, you know, I don't think so.
But it is coming out. It's just not anytime soon, or is this the Half-Life 3 scenario where you just always 2 weeks away, 2 years away?
It is a real game. It's a small team. Team Cherry is a small team, so like they're basically, it's one of those teams where like the game is never good enough, so they keep pushing it.
Correct. It's gonna come out eventually. I have faith in Silk Song. If I was a guest, I'd probably say next year. But we'll see.
Right on. Yeah, my buddy really liked the Hollow Knight series, so I'm sure they will enjoy another romp.
Yeah. All right. Our final question. And this is a great one because it proves that all along I was right when I said that I was in charge of PSVG and y'all didn't believe me. No one believed me. But we now have verification by the CEO of PSVG.
CEO.
Donnie asks, what the hell is going on out there? Console wars are over. Did D-Life win? And he asked this question because of the Tom Warren article that says, looks like Sony is getting more serious about their multi-platform game strategy for PlayStation Studios across all digital platforms and beyond PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Game Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. That doesn't matter. What matters in this post is Donnie says, I leave Delvin Cox, Blue Sky Social, in charge for 1 week. See you fuckers? Donnie said it, not me. Left me in charge. Think about that.
I knew this. I had to add this when I was going through, seeing if anybody would respond to my inquiries on the 3 social media platforms that I'm on about questions for the show. It was crickets once again. I go into the Discord. Donnie does this. It's firing off with like all the guys and gals and whatnot. And it just kind of cracked me the hell up. And I was wondering what you would focus on when you asked this question.
The
and
right
I
part.
was 100% right that it would be
The
I leave
correct
Delvin
part.
Cox in charge. You should almost change your name to like Legit King. Suck these nuts. Because for folks who aren't on the Discord, Delvin did a poll of who is the real king of PSVG, and of course I wasn't on it, which is totally the right move to do. But he did put another joke answer. Instead of King Snurts, he did D's nuts. And guess what? The people have spoken, all right, and we voted for D's nuts, and it's your dumbass fault for putting it on the ballot to begin
That is correct.
with.
That is correct.
I mean, yeah, but also like this I did see because I haven't been very active on like social media in general. Besides what I did see you guys arguing over this during the week, but like, Delvin was definitely in charge. What the hell is happening though? People are mistaking a quote or like a job posting. Like they're taking it and running with it. Like this is not what you think it is.
Yeah,
100%. This is not
literally
what you think it is.
what Sony has been doing the whole time. The same thing.
They just want somebody to like manage these operations, but this is not. Yeah. And this is not like a situation where in a couple months we're going to bite our bullet. Will it happen eventually? Probably. Let's be honest. Eventually, Sony will probably do the same thing Xbox is. Is it anytime soon, though? No.
Yeah.
100% not.
I think, if anything, it's going to be much like they're doing with PC. Like, hey, you'll get the game, but you'll get it maybe 1, 2, 3 years later.
Yeah.
When all our PlayStation people have bought the game and played it for years.
If that. The big part of this is things like the Lego Horizon game or the Patapon coming to, like, this is somebody in charge of that for smaller games and games as a service.
Yes.
Games. Like, this is not them putting God of War on Xbox at this time.
Yes.
Will it be eventually? I assume so. Right now, no.
Yeah, and like I said, I can see God of War getting on Xbox eventually, because Xbox is not a threat to them anymore.
No.
They've shown that, like, Xbox is not a threat now. So
And also, again, 100%, this is not me saying, "Oh, my exclusives." You know that I've said numerous times over the years on this show, let everybody play everything. I don't care. Like, just let people play games where they want to play them. But what I'm saying is people are taking this job post and running with it, and it's just gonna leave you like,
yeah.
Donnie,
just
you're on vacation.
going-
Shoo.
it's just going to take you in a situation that's not beneficial. Like, you're just gonna set yourself up for disappointment. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word there.
I just think it's funny because maybe you want somebody who's like managing these type of things. So when you have folks that are demanding, like, you need to log on to the Sony account to play the game, maybe having someone focus on that will let you know that you have regions that can't support it and you're losing player count.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems to me like you're hiring someone eventually to get on board and to try to make these kind of games that are on multiple platforms from Sony just a little bit smoother, for the overall development process. And nothing to see here other than Donnie's confirmation that Delvin was really in charge.
Yes, correct. I think
that's the key.
I think it'll be cool if we can eventually get games like Spider-Man on Switch. People keep focused on Xbox. I'm like, nah.
Sure, Switch would be huge.
Yeah,
oh my God, how many Spider-Man games would sell on that platform?
Who gives a fuck about Xbox at this point? Like, now,
sure.
Like they don't give a fuck about Xbox anymore. But getting games like Spider-Man on Switch 2, it's maybe like a God of War on Switch 2, that would be cool. But then again, like I said, even with that, like if Sony's quote unquote making a handheld, then why would they do that?
Yeah.
Well, and there was also that story that theorized that if the roguelite Xbox is going to be running Steam. So if it's running Steam, then you're going to be able to play games like on your PC.
You'll be able to play God of War on your Xbox.
On your that little handheld thing that 5 people are going to buy. Yes. This isn't like, everything's going everywhere. It's the reality of things shifting on the ground, and you're going to need personnel in place to manage what little multi-platforming you're doing.
Yeah. All right. I think that's about it, right?
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All right. I think that's about it. Let's clock out, I guess. Is that clock out? That's how you say it? Leave for work?
Yes, that is.
Yeah,
that is
punch out,
term.
clock out. Yep.
2 down, 2 more to go, baby.
Yay!
It's the Delvin Marathon this Sunday.